waves.
There are big waves and little waves, green waves and blue. Waves you can jump over, waves you dive through. Waves that rise up like a great water wall. Waves that swell softly and don't break at all. Waves that can whisper. Waves that can roar. And tiny waves that run at you, running on the shore. Hello. There are lots of poems about the sea. Here are some of our favourites.
I like the next poem because the words sound like the sea.
Over my toes goes the soft sea wash.
See the sea wash.
The soft sand slip.
See the sea slip.
The soft sand slide.
See the sea slide.
The soft sand slap.
See the sea slap.
The soft sand wash over my toes.
We like funny poems.
George, lend a hand and spread that cloth. The sand is everywhere. Oh, just look at that. You'd never think it took hours to prepare.
Wake up, Gramp, your food is here. Get it while you can. Have a lemonade before it warms up in the sun. What is it, Mum?
There's ham with sand and spam with sand. There's chicken paste and lamb with sand. Oranges, bananas, lemonade or tea. There's bread with sand, all spread with sand. At least the sand comes free.
We crisp with sand and cake with sand.
It's grand with lunch or tea. So crunch it up, enjoy it, love. At least we're by the sea.
We all like this one. Sand in your fingernails, sand between your toes. Sand in your ear holes, sand up your nose. Sand in your sandals, sand in your hair. Sand in your knickers, sand everywhere.
And I like the scripted poems where the words paint a picture for you.
Until I saw the sea, I did not know that wind could wrinkle water so. I never knew that sun could splinter a whole sea of blue. Nor did I know before a sea breathes in and out upon a shore. Perhaps you know some more sea poems. Well, you can see plenty of sea from up here. Over there is a great big harbour for boats, and way in the distance is the beach at Weymouth, where we've just been. And here's the sea. And that long, long strip of beach there is called Chesil Beach. You can see it stretching away into the distance.
Over there's our school, and nearby is a place called Abbotsby Swannery. The swans have been in Abbotsby for more than 600 years. We've been doing a lot of work about swans at our school. We all came to the Swannery to learn how swans live. When we came here the first time, the cygnets were just hatching, but now they're getting big.
And then we painted pictures, made models and wrote poems about the swans.
Swans' feathers look like blossom. The swans look snowy. The baby cygnets have fluffy feathers. The baby cygnets are cuddly. I curl up my neck to keep myself warm. The straw keeps me nice and warm. Suddenly I hear a cracking noise. A baby swan hatches out of my egg. I keep him warm by sitting on him. He cheeps very happily.
Now, poems. Why are poems any different to stories?
Poems when you're sad, they make you happy when you're sad.
Oh, that's good. Emily, what do you think?
Poems sound nice when you say them out loud. If you're in a hurry and you gotta go somewhere, either than a story if it's too long and you haven't got any short stories, so you could read a poem.
Good idea.
A poet called Judith Nichols came to our school.
You've made some poems already.
Judith helped us to write a poem together.
I thought we could perhaps do a poem about a swan. But because you've done some already, maybe we could write a riddle. So we don't tell people what we're writing about. We know it's a swan, but we're not going to tell people and they have to guess. What can you tell me about swans? Let's ask somebody over there.
White as snow.
White as snow.
Got long twisty necks.
Long twisty necks. They do have interesting necks, don't they? And let's have one idea from here, shall we?
Glide in the air.
Glide in the air. Now, somebody said that the swan is as white as snow. Lots of people say things are as white as snow, don't they? Can you think of anything else that's white?
A white piece of paper.
Well done, let's put that then. What's a blank piece of paper for? What's it waiting for?
Waiting to be written on.
Written on. What about these webbed feet? How do the feet move?
When they walk, they waddle. Yeah.
Oh, they waddle. That's a good word. Who might waddle apart from a swan? If you saw a person waddling, what sort of a person would be waddling?
A scuba diver.
A scuba diver, great. I think what we'll do, I'll take some of your ideas and we'll put something very roughly. Shall we do that? And then we can see how to turn it into a poem.
Yeah.
All right, my neck is long and twisty, like a question mark. Asking what?
When's it lunchtime?
When is lunch? Can you get your poet's ears out and I'll read what we've got so far. Have a listen and see if it sounds like a poem. Ready? I can glide like a cloud, and I am like an aeroplane without a pilot, and I am as white as a blank sheet of paper in a drawer waiting to be written on, and out of the water I waddle like a scuba diver, and in the lake I paddle silently. My neck is long and twisty like a question mark, asking, when is lunch? What am I? What do you think? Poem or story? Or a mixture? Mixture. How is a poem different from a story?
A poem rhymes.
Who agrees with that? Does a poem rhyme?
Not always. Not always.
Oh, who agrees with this? A poem can have some rhymes if you want it to, but it doesn't have to.
Yes.
What else is different?
Poems don't have right lines across without, like a story has. They just have short lines.
Well done. With a poem, you can choose, can't you? You can have a short line or a long line. So that's an important difference. Or one word on a line even, yes. If I show you a little poem that you all know, there we go, Jack and Jill. Not too difficult, is it? And there's Jack and Jill. There's a story. What's the first thing you'd notice that's different between that and that?
That one's longer than that one.
Well done. The poem is shorter, isn't it? The story is longer. So it doesn't take as many what to tell it? It doesn't take as many words. You throw away the words you don't really need. What's the most boring word on the whole page? I can glide like a cloud, and I am like an aeroplane without a pilot, and I am as white as a blank sheet of paper. What's the most boring word? And is certainly boring if you use it too often, isn't it? Could we cross them out, the ands, do you think?
Yeah. Some.
Some. Let's try. Well, I'm going to cross them all out. I want to cross them all out. So if I cross out and, will it make sense? We'll try in a minute. And let's see. I can glide like a cloud. I am like an aeroplane without a pilot. I am as white as a blank sheet of paper in a drawer, waiting to be written on. Do we need those ands? No. No, all right. What about that first line? If I said you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words, suppose I said cross out one word on that line. Can, James. Yes, that's a good idea. I glide like a cloud. I glide like a cloud, an aeroplane without a pilot. I am white as a blank sheet of paper, waiting to be written on. Out of the water, I waddle like a scuba diver. In the lake, I paddle silently. My neck is long and twisty, like a question mark, wondering, when is lunch? Who am I?
Judith has written a lot of poems about the sea.
And it's a song for the pirates. Yo-ho-ho, we're off to sea. Hoist the skull and bones. The wild waves pull, the sails are full, the wind in the rigging moans. Silk and satin, silver, gold. Fill up the cabins, fill up the hold with a yo-ho-ho, the wild waves roll.
Yo ho ho, we're off to sea to search for silk and gold. The wild waves pull, the sails are full, the wind in the rigging cold.
Silk and satin, silver, gold. Fill up the cabin, fill up the hold with a yo-ho-ho, yo-ho-ho.
The wild waves roll. Yo ho ho, we're off to sea to sail in the wild wind's roar. The wild waves pull, the sails are full, may the wind blow us back to shore.
Silk and satin, silver, gold. Fill up the cabin, fill up the hold with a yo-ho-ho, yo-ho-ho.
The wild waves roll.
Poetry can do so many things. Some poems sound like music when you say the words out loud. Some poems can tell stories. Poetry can make you laugh, or it can make you feel a bit sad. Its words paint wonderful pictures. And it's fun, isn't it? Who'll be first? Shoes off, in a row, 4 legs fast, 2 legs slow. Ready now? Off we go! Tiptoe, dipper toe, heel and toe. Yes or no? Cold as snow. All at once, in we go. 1, 2, 3, splash! The sea gleams in the evening light. The pebbles bathe in foam. The shore prepares to welcome night. And I must head for home. Have a great summer. Bye.
And Sophie helps track down a